Kingsland is finally here, and it is 9 hours away. Only 9 hours, okay? I am so hyped. KVK 3 is the most boring KVK, waiting around all the time, because all you can do are ruins fights and altar fights for a whole month, okay? Kingsland is here, so I figured what better time than to show you a preparation video, kind of what I would do preparing for KVK or preparing for Kingsland in this case. If you haven't already, hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I post a video or go live, which in 9 hours from now, I'll be live all day long, streaming this Kingsland against 26, 22, and 17. 22 and us are allies, 26 and 17 are allies. It is a 4 Imperium KVK, so stay tuned if you want to see some insane videos about that. And if you don't already know, we are in a KVK against my boy Mafu. If you haven't already, I'll link his channel down below. Go show him some love and tell YouTube sent ya. But outside of that, let's jump into this video and let's kind of talk about what we should do for a KVK check. So when preparing for a KVK, it actually starts in the off-season, okay? And it starts with farm accounts. So if you see here, I sent billions of resources from my farm accounts to my main. So if you are running multiple farm accounts, you're already killing it. If you don't have a farm account right now, I would highly suggest you making one. Honestly, my rule is I make 3 more than however many field marches I have. So if I'm running 3 marches in the field, I try and make 6 farm accounts. If you're running 5 marches in the field, try and make 8 farm accounts. If you're a crazy person and you have 15, great. You're killing it already. But most people don't have 15 farms, and I don't want you to have 15 farms, okay? You shouldn't be feeling the burnout of the game if you have that many farms. If it starts to get to the point where you do kind of feel burnt out, or it's kind of like a chore, don't log on to them. You know, it's fine if you skip a day. You don't need to be farming every day. But on the days where you're low on resources, those farm accounts are going to help you out so much, especially with the automatic barb farming coming up. Depending on how that plays out, you could be getting a bunch more resources just by doing that on your farm accounts, sending them out and logging on to another one. You know, think about it. You already get enough resources from barb chaining alone. Think about your farms doing it across 15 farm accounts. It's insane. Okay. But in the off season is where you should be preparing for KVK, and that's with your farms gathering resources. So I gathered 7 billion food, 7.7 billion wood, 2 billion stone, which I don't really use a lot of stone anyways, and about 6 billion gold. Okay. On top of all of the resources that I've gotten from chaining, you know, holding down my number 2 here. It's all good, you know, nothing new, lightweight, you know how it is over here. But on top of that, your farm accounts should be farming nonstop. You should be logging in 3 to 4 times a day if you can. And again, if it starts to feel like a chore, take a week off. What's it gonna hurt, you know? But ideally, try and log on them as much as possible. So that's first step. Second step is what I just talked about a second ago, and that is chaining. Okay, during the off season, you should be doing forts nonstop because you are going to get a ton of these alliance chests here. And ours, I think, gives us like 18 hours every time I open one of these up. And our kingdom is getting like 4 of these every day. Okay, our alliance is getting 4 of these every day. If you're not in a big time alliance where they're just knocking out barb forts, you should probably migrate. You know, you should probably go to a different kingdom. Now, outside of the off-season barbarian forts, you should be doing a ton of barb chaining whenever KVK does pop. As you see here, I've been, again, knocking it out, going crazy. Not as crazy as some, though. You know, I'm only in second. You know, it is what it is. But barb chaining during KVK is going to give you an insane amount of speed-ups. Plus, it's just great value. It's the best value for your account. Now, I get it. It's a little bit selfish sometimes. I know your R4s might have rules about doing 10 barb forts a day or whatever it is. Knock those out first before you go to barb chains, okay? Don't piss off an R4. They're already dealing with enough stuff, okay? But again, chaining is insane. It's going to give you a ton of resources, speed ups, and materials, and that's kind of what you're shooting for all in all. And it's, again, the best value for your account. Outside of chaining, you should have a ton of resources in your bag for the off chance that you get rallied, and you need resources kind of immediately to heal it down the hospital. 200 million of each should be good enough for that. If you want to have more, knock it out. But also keep some speed ups on the side as well, so that way you can heal it down ASAP, or if you're going crazy and you're gymming your hospital, I don't suggest you do that, but you can do that as well. But you always want to have some stashed away, that way, you know, if you can't get to resources from your farms right away because you're being rallied, you can open up some immediately kind of on the go. Commanders and gear. So whenever you're going into Kingsland, you should be spinning all of your materials down, every last one of them, because you need the best gear set you can have, bar none, okay? So make sure your gear set is as maxed out as you can have it. Same goes for your armaments as well. I know it's kind of like RNG based, but try and knock it out if you can. And same thing for your 5 marching. If you're running 5 marches, if you're running 3, whatever it's going to be, make sure it is decked out, okay? All your gear is preset, ready to go, and even get some pairings knocked out. So if you see here, put all your presets in there with the army expansion. That way, whenever it comes time for KVK, you can just click it, not have to worry about it. It'll swap to whatever commander you're looking for, whether it's BQLC, LC Alex, ZL Herman, whatever, okay? Make sure it's there, ready to go. That way you don't have any issues whenever Kingsland does happen, and you're kind of stressing out about sending your marches out on the field as fast as possible. It kind of alleviates some of that stress for you. Outside of that, follow your R4 markers. They already deal with enough stress. Don't be pissing off your R4s. They don't need it. And speed ups are meant to be spent, resources are meant to be used, and troops are meant to die. So keep that in mind whenever you're deciding to fill a flag. Don't spend, 50k whenever you could put in 200k. Help out your kingdom, get your DKP up, and let's get it. All in all, here's a quick little account review. So I'm at 1.889 billion kill points, with 1.085 billion being T4 and 700 million being T5 kill points. My speed ups and resources. Here's my resources. Here's my bag. Here are all my boosters that I have. You should be saving up a ton of these, okay? Have a ton of 50% boosters. Try not to use the 25s if you don't have to. My goldies, I'm at 619 right now, so totally fine. And then outside of that, my deads, already staggering 7.7 million dead troops. I don't know what else I can show you. I think that's it. Who do I think is going to win this KVK? Everybody thinks they're going to win. In reality, it is a 2v4. I think it's actually a 3v4. I think 13 finally is coming back into this KVK. But right now, at this very time, it's a 2v4. So the odds are kind of in our favor. I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, 09 wins, GG's 26, 17, 09 and 22. We're gonna steamroll you. It is what it is. It is what it is. No hate to my boy Mafu or anything, but like it's GG's, GG's. There's no hope. There's no hope. And when we lose this KVK, clip this, okay? I mean, shit. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. But outside of that, I hope y'all like this video. If you did, smash the like button on it. It truly helps me out a ton. And we're on the road to 500 subs. So if you're not subbed already, smash that subscribe button and hit that bell if you want to be notified whenever I do post or go live. Speaking of, tomorrow in 8 hours, I'll be live all day long. So tune in. Outside of that, take care, everybody. Peace.